8.6 ammo. You know, that's a difficult project, 8.6 ammo, because it involves several things. Our idea, our background with 300 Blackout, with Ethan and I developing that. The commercial market, also, you know, and that's really random. Like, we have to just think about what the commercial market would want and make decisions. But then it's the military's involved, a foreign military is involved, and then ammunition companies. So it's very complex, and there's a lot of moving parts and things that I don't have control over. But we're unwilling to compromise on the things that Ethan and I find that we believe is important and important to the commercial market. For instance, one of the military groups that's involved, they only wanted subsonic, so they wanted the ammo to be subsonic only. But if we focus too much on the subsonic, the supersonic really suffers and isn't viable, and I think we don't have the best product at the end of the day. However, we've done lots of testing. We're doing fast twist barrels, and that gives you rotational energy, which gives you much more energy on target. So what that means, with running a fast twist, a 12.5-inch 8.6 is going to have more muzzle energy than a 20-inch 308. So that's significant. This really changes hunting. It changes target shooting with subsonic, because with fast twist we're able to get really small groups and shoot sub-MOA for the first time ever with subsonic rifle cartridges. Right now we're about to load the first 100,000 rounds, and that'll be used for marketing. And that will consist of target loads for super and subsonic, and also expanding rounds for hunting or self-defense for super and subsonic. So that's pretty exciting. We're continuing to work on bullet design for subsonic expanding ammo. We have two sources, and one is a large ammo company that will be loading the ammo for us to begin with. It's Hornady brass, and hopefully Hornady will start loading the ammo next year. The 100,000 rounds will ship for marketing in January, and then we'll load 1 million shortly after that we'll start to offer to the commercial market. We'll have barrels for the fix, and we're working with companies that make gas guns for them to offer barrels, guns, and uppers for those guns. Okay, so 8.6 compared to 300 Blackout. The easiest way to tell people is 300 Blackout is for AR-15s, and 8.6 is its big brother for 308 base guns like the SR-25 or the AR-10. So the disadvantage is it'll be maybe a little more expensive. It's supposed to be the price of 6.5 Creedmoor ammo, to give everybody an idea. So, you know, $1 a round or so. The disadvantages, it's heavier, the guns are bigger and heavier. The advantages is you're going to get better accuracy, you're going to get better terminal performance, and you know, you can shoot a Cape Buffalo with a 12.5-inch gun that weighs 6 pounds with 8.6. I mean, we want to talk more about 8.6 in general. I think one thing to remember is Ethan and I developed 300 Blackout. We brought it to market. And that was a little over 10 years ago, and we made mistakes with that. Although it's been very successful, there's things we could have done better from the beginning, and I think those lessons have really played a huge part in us not rushing 8.6 and taking all of those things into consideration and bringing the best product possible to market when we do. So I'm really excited about it. Anyone that hunts or you want to shoot subsonic accurately at 300-400 yards, you're going to be able to do that. So we've been working on it, like seriously working on it, doing work, designing, developing, prototyping for 3 years at Q, but it originally started as soon as 300 Blackout was done at Advanced Armament more than 10 years ago. And we started with 338 Federal, which is a great supersonic cartridge. The problem is the case is too long to load big, heavy subsonic bullets in, so we need to shorten the case. I was fired from Advanced Armament, Ethan went back to SIG, it all died. So we picked it back up, and we did it in conjunction with Hornady, and we started with a 6.5 Creedmoor case, and the 8.6 case is basically a 6.5 Creedmoor case that's shortened up and has a 338 bullet in it. So Ethan and I built guns at Advanced Armament for the 338 Federal subsonic, and I actually still have one of those guns. But again, we learned lessons, and we've learned a lot since then from the ammo companies and being able to do faster twist barrels. And you know, we're older, wiser, have more experience in thinking about mistakes that we made with 300 Blackout and not making those mistakes this time around, which in the end, it's just harder for us, and it gives the consumer a much better product in the beginning. Because the one thing with 300 Blackout when it came out, a lot of the firearms companies didn't understand some of the nuances and important parts of 300 Blackout. And there's a lot of stuff that was made ammo-wise, gun-wise that wasn't good. And we're trying to avoid that. So one good thing we're doing is we're going to open source it to everyone in the industry, because we want the consumer to get the greatest product possible, whether it's the ammo or the firearms. So we're putting a lot of thought and energy into that and working with a lot of companies, where we were a little more solo with 300 Blackout, with it being, you know, AAC in Remington.